What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to be doing a weekly mock draft. Of course, it turned into Mock Draft Monday on my channel to about midweek mock draft, I guess I would say. Usually around Wednesday or Thursdays when I'm posting them. I've been doing my top 5 players the Jets must consider drafting at each position of need so far, and I love doing that series, but we're going to take a little break with that. That'll probably be back around, I would say probably Friday or Saturday would be the next positional group that I'm going to tackle. But we saw Aaron Glenn and Darren Moogie speak today in Indianapolis at the NFL Combine. Moogie said some interesting things without actually saying anything. And then it kind of dawned on me. He did say that, potentially trading up for a quarterback is an option. He also said potentially moving back is an option. So I love how he kind of just canceled out whatever he said. He was like, yeah, we could move up. We could also move down too. So I like that he said a lot of things, but he also said really nothing. Same thing with Aaron Glenn as well, just kind of, hammering home the point that they want to win as quickly as possible. They're going to try and build a roster that can win as quickly as possible. So I do love that. And with that being in mind, I kind of thought if you go back to every mock draft I've done on this channel up until this point for the New York Jets, I haven't traded up at all. If anything, I trade back about every single time. So I'm just letting you guys know now. You could click off of this if you want. I'm going to be trading up, or at least attempting to trade up for Cam Ward today. And I'm going to see what a mock draft with Cam Ward, probably at number 1 overall, would look like for the New York Jets. So let's get into it. All right, so this is going to be the trade up from number 7 to number 1. We are giving up number 7 overall, number 42 overall, and believe you me, I tried everything in my power to not give up number 42 overall. I even offered a second-round pick for 2026 and a second-round pick for 2027, and they were not accepting. So I'm going to have to give up 42. Next year, we're giving up a first and a third-round pick, and we're giving up Michael Clemens, of all players, just because I want that guy the hell off of the New York Jets roster. And in return, we are getting number 1 and number 101 back. So a little bit more than I'd like to give up. I'm kind of glad that at least next year I didn't give up a second-round pick, because on Twitter and on other social media platforms, a lot of people are saying that it would at least cost the first and second round picks this year and a first and second round pick next year as well to move up. I think that's kind of insane, but we hold on to the second round pick next year at least, and we do get it back another third round pick this year at least. So a little bit of a silver lining. So of course, we're going to start this draft now that we have the number 1 overall pick. And with the number 1 overall pick, we're going to be taking Abdul Carter. I'm just kidding. I would love to take Abdul Carter here, but that would be quite a ridiculous trade up to number 1 overall to take an edge rusher there. So we are going to take, I don't know where he is. I guess I'm going to have to search for him here. We're going to take Cam Ward at number 1 overall. I was severely against this, and I'm still, I would say, 75% against it. But the more you watch Cam Ward, the more you realize that even though this is a weaker draft class in terms of quarterbacks, we have been spoiled the last few years, I would say, or at least most of the last few years with the quarterback classes that we've seen, at least since 2020 or 2019, I would say. But yeah, I think Cam Ward is a baller. I think that he's going to step into any franchise and he's immediately going to make a difference. And that's what you're looking for in a franchise quarterback. Is he going to be a Joe Burrow? Is he going to be a Justin Herbert? Probably not. But I think this guy is more than capable of leading an NFL franchise from day one. He's got the goods. He's immensely cool under pressure, which is what I absolutely love. Got a cannon for an arm. His accuracy kind of tends to let him down every once in a while, I would say. So maybe a few mechanical flaws there that can be worked out with some good coaching. But I'm going to say Cam Ward, number 1 overall here, and we're going to start our New York Jets mock draft. All right, so just in case you guys don't know, we did take Cam Ward with the number 1 overall pick, and these are updated picks for this year. I didn't realize, usually in years past with the compensatory picks, 101 is usually still in the 3rd round, technically. It is not this time around. It is in the 4th round, but it's the first pick of the 4th round, so whatever. It doesn't really matter too much, but we still have number 92 overall. We have 101, 108, and then the rest of the lot of the picks that we have, without trading. So right here, I was scanning the board, and there's still a high-profile defensive lineman on the board as of right now, and that's Deone Walker. And I'm not even going to think about it. I'm going to take Deone Walker here. 6'7", 345 pounds, moves like someone much slower than him. I did laminate the fact that in a previous video in my top 5 defensive tackles that I think the Jets should consider drafting, I did say Deone Walker is a player that might have some conditioning issues, and someone so lightheartedly said that Deone Walker's pro comparison is Mekhi Becton, and I thought that was really funny. But Deone Walker is a fantastic player, fleet of foot, incredibly strong, great against the run. I think he just needs to drop about 10 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds, and he could play a little bit more in that 6'7" frame. But he's a fantastic player in this. And if he's here at number 92 overall, I'm running the card up to the podium. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We are taking Deone Walker at number 92 overall. And we're probably going to double dip at defensive tackle very soon for the most part. There's someone on the board that I would love to take with Deone Walker, so we're going to see if that guy's still on the board around the 5th round or so. All right, there's an incredible amount. I know what you're saying. You're going to look right at the board right here and see Harold Fandon Jr. at number 101 overall. I'll be quite honest with you. Don't think Harold Fandon Jr. is really a possibility. So I'm going to leave him for now. I know people aren't going to listen to the dialogue and just fast forward through the picks, and they're going to see him there, and I'm not going to take him, and that's fine. We're going to go back to this very moment right here. But at 101, I want to dive into the cornerback room here. I don't know if you see this here, but I did make another trade up here. There were so many prospects in this 10 prospect range here that I wanted desperately. So I did give up pick number 157, number 206, and then a 2027 4th round pick. I know that's a lot to move back up into the 4th round, but now we have picks 101, 105, and 108. I did trade with the Jacksonville Jaguars. There are just so many good players at this point in the draft that I think could be high impact for the Jets. I do not want to pass up. So we are going to go to the cornerback room, though, here at this point, and we're going to take Noah Williams here out of California. I've highlighted him multiple times on my Twitter account. I think he is a fantastic player. He embodies exactly what Aaron Glenn is looking for and Steve Wilks in a defensive back. He's long, he's rangy, he's tough, really, really experienced and good in man coverage, and has fantastic ball skills. Had 7 interceptions this past season. He was a 5th-year senior, so that is the one thing that I would say. He's a little bit of an older cornerback prospect that maybe would lead to his sort of kind of fall down the board. I think he is a solid round 3 prospect, but he slides to us here at number 101 overall, and I'm going to have to take him here at number 101. All right, this is what I was talking about before here. At number 105, Terrence Ferguson is still on the board. That is who we are going to take. That is who I was hoping was on the board. And just to be transparent with you guys, yes, Harold Fandon Jr. is still up here. I wasn't going to show him because people are still going to be outraged, but I just genuinely don't think he makes it to the 4th round, and I'm not going to take him. Terrence Ferguson is someone that I still don't think will make it to the 4th round, but will probably be drafted a lot lower than someone like Harold Fandon Jr. So Terrence Ferguson is going to be the pick. He's someone that's slowly but surely, besides for Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland, becoming my favorite tight end prospect in the entire draft class. He's someone that could do a little bit of both. Extremely athletically. He does a lot of things really, really well. He's a good blocker. He has great hands. He's extremely athletic. Great build, 6'5", 250 pounds. I don't have to sell you on Terrence Ferguson, especially he's a good blocker as well. We're going to take Terrence Ferguson at pick number 105. All right, we're going to continue with the craziness here. The old Tennessee Titans are good buddies of this video called, and we are going to move back 10 spots. We're going to pick up 177 and number 240. So that's going to give us a little bit more breathing room here. Hopefully a couple of these prospects. My head is spinning with the prospects that are available right here. So I maybe 10 spots will give me a little bit more clarity on who I should be targeting here, but we're going to get some really nice draft capital back just to move back 10 spots and really capitalize on the talent of this draft class. All right, number 118, after much deliberation here, Jonas Sanker is still on the board here, but Chase Lunt is on the board. This is an extremely deep this is an extremely deep safety class where I think even at taking a safety at potentially 145 overall, that could be a starting safety for us. Chase Lunt is someone who I think is one of the best, if not the best, pure right tackles in the entire draft. And if he's here at number 118, I'm going to have to give him a go here. This is someone who is incredibly athletic, moves incredibly well, huge frame, 6'8", 300 pounds on the nose, can fill out a lot more. A fantastic run blocker, a good pass blocker as well. I believe I saw some crazy stat like he had like 5 holding penalties and like 2,200 snaps in his career at UConn. He's a player that I think if you could plug and play him right away at the right tackle, the offensive line, and solidify that offensive line for Cam Ward, this is who I'm going to be taking at number 118. Trading that second round pick really, really messed me up. There's a lot of safeties I want to target. There's wide receivers I want to target. We're just unfortunately running out of picks at premium spots, but I think right tackle is a huge need for the New York Jets. Even if they were to bring back someone like Morgan Moses, that's probably going to be a one-year stopgap at best. And I think Lunt is someone that has an incredible amount of experience at the right tackle position, and that's someone that I'm very comfortable with plugging and playing there. At number 145, there's a lot of different ways we can go here with this pick. So just in case you guys were wondering what I said about Deone Walker before, the player that I want to pair him with is CJ West. I think CJ West is exceptional. This is around the range that I think he'd be going 4th, 5th round, something like that. He's still on the board. Now we go over to safety. There's a couple great. Upton Stout is someone that I've been very, very positive on in this entire draft cycle so far. Hunter Waller is someone I like as well. Malachi Moore is still here. This is encouraging, though. I don't know why Malachi Moore is this low, to be quite honest with you. That's someone that I'll probably be targeting with our next pick. But you go over to wide receiver here, and there's a player on the board. Ricky White is someone who is exceptional. I don't know if you guys know, but Ricky White was I don't know. What do you have? 14, 13, something. He had an insane amount of touchdowns last year for UNLV, like 110 catches. I believe he was injury shortened this past year. 6 foot, 205 pound, just a really insane wide receiver to watch with the ball in his hands. And I know what you're going to say, Peter, we have someone like that got like 5 snaps of offensive football last year in Malachi Corley. But Ricky White is someone that isn't just a gadget player. He's someone that could win at the next level. He's got good route running ability as well. He's someone that I think could start on the outside opposite Garrett Wilson. And that's really what we're looking for. If we can get someone like him at number 145, I think we're going to have to take that. So Ricky White is going to be my pick at 145. And I just said it before, so I'm going to take him here, not even going to think about it. We're going to take Malachi Moore at number 177. Just a super heady defensive back. Fantastic production this past year. He's someone, I say this all the time, any defensive back that was coached at some point under Nick Saban is one of the smartest, if not the smartest defensive players on the entire field. To know his type of exotic coverages, his cover 7, all that kind of stuff, you have to have some type of brains to play NFL ball. And I think Malachi Moore, a little bit undersized, 5'10", about 190 pounds. He's going to be more of your coverage safety. He's not going to be someone that's going to come down in the box and really defend hard against the run. But Malachi Moore is a fantastic safety to add to this secondary. We're going to take him at 177. Just some fantastic players here on the board at number 185. But we're going to double dip at the defensive line position here. And we are going to take Ty Robinson at number 185, someone who really truly broke out in 2024, 6'6", 310 pounds. He did a little bit of everything for Nebraska. He was their leading sack getter. He had 7 sacks. He had 13 tackles for a loss. He was 3rd on the team in pass deflections. That's insane considering that he was a defensive lineman. He had a blocked field goal as well. This is someone that you're looking at as a potential day 3 gem on the defensive line. We already added Deone Walker. We have Quinnen Williams, of course. Leonard Taylor was an undrafted free agent last year. Now we add Ty Robinson. You're really getting somewhere on that defensive line. So we're going to take him at 185, and then we're going to come back around for our last pick at 240. With our last pick here at number 240, I'm going to take South Carolina State linebacker Aaron Smith, a player that is extremely stout against the run. He had a fantastic 2024 season. He's good in coverage as well. I think 73.6 grade overall, but he's about an 89.0 run defender. He's someone that I think could really bolster the linebacking core with the uncertainty of Jamian Sherwood coming back. CJ Mosley is either going to be cut or traded at this point. Who does that leave you with at that point? That leaves you with Quincy Williams and really nothing else behind that. So we're going to have to bolster it at some point, whether that be through free agency. But the Jets actually do a pretty decent job of finding these 6th, 7th round guys or undrafted free agents to play the linebacker position. Last time a South Carolina State linebacker got drafted, it worked out pretty damn well. That is Darius Shaquille Leonard. So, that was fantastic. I think Aaron Smith is someone that is well worth a punt here at number 240 overall, and that's who we're going to take. Yes, C's, D's, and F's all over the report card, just like high school and college. So, yeah, I mean, this is a crazy mock draft. This is something that is obviously not going to happen, but something that I think a scenario that should be visited at least once on my channel. I haven't done it before, and this was certainly a task. We made three trades here. We traded up to get number 1 overall. We traded back into the 4th round. We traded back from the 4th round later on to the 4th round and got a few extra picks here. But just to recap, we traded up to number 1 overall. We took Cam Ward. At number 92 overall, we took Deonte Walker. At number 101 overall, we took Noah Williams. We traded back into the 4th round. We took Terrence Ferguson. With pick 118, with the trade from 108 to 118, we took Chase Lunt. Then we took Ricky White at number 145. We took Malachi Moore. I don't understand why that's an F, by the way. Neither of these picks really make sense for FF, but we took Malachi Moore at number 177. We took Ty Robinson. Damn. Yeah, PFF is a real tough grader on this one. I don't think I deserved this in the slightest. Ty Robinson at number 185. And then we took Aaron Smith at pick number 240. So let me know what you guys think about this wacky, wild, and crazy mock draft in the comments section below. Please leave a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't and you are a Jets fan. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one.